be scared.
This is the disturbing truth behind Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel's parents were very mean and stingy. Their parents decided that there wasn't enough food for the four of them, so they led Hansel and Gretel out into the forest to leave them there so they can die. Hansel and Gretel were terrified that they might be eaten by an animal, but they then spotted a house and went up to it and knocked on the front door. An old lady who lives there lets them in and warns them that her husband is a cannibal, and if he finds them, he will eat them. When her husband came home, he immediately found Hansel and Gretel. He then beat his wife and made Hansel a slave and fed Gretel a lot of food so he could fatten up before the husband eats him. The next day, the husband left the house to go get something and told his wife to watch the kids. Right when the husband left, Hansel and Gretel slit the wife's throat, cut off her head, took some money, and then got on their horse and took off. When the husband came back home, he saw his wife's severed head and no sign of the children. The husband looked for them but never found them. Hansel and Gretel then went back home and forgave their parents for leaving them in the woods to die.
I was in the 3rd grade. People treated me like a criminal.
A body has been discovered!
Worst torture devices, part 1, the brazen bull. The brazen bull is considered by many to be the worst torture device we've ever seen. For much of human history, public executions have been considered to be entertainment. So keeping this in mind, intricate devices were created with the double purpose of not only executing, but also entertaining. So the creator of this device, Perillos of Athens, was inspired to create something that would create a public spectacle. Now, if you want to find out what happened to him, the truly horrific fate he suffered, then make sure to check out the full video on YouTube. You can get there by going to youtube.factco.com. But the bull itself was a giant bronze statue with a hollowed out inside to fit a fully grown man. Once someone was put in there, usually Jews or Christians, the door was locked behind them and there was a fire lit underneath the bronze bull. They were then roasted like a chicken. But the reason why this was such a public spectacle is because there was a sound device inside that was meant to make the person's screams sound like an angry bull.